how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2021 Cadillac XT6 Sport Platinum. In this video, I'll be covering all of the ins and outs and taking this thing on a thorough drive. I'll also talk about how it performs, what it's like to live with on a daily basis, safety, options, pricing, and so much more. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. Cadillac introduced the all-new XT6 for the 2020 model year. It's a mid-size, three-row SUV that's built on a chassis shared with the Buick Enclave, Chevrolet Traverse, and the GMC Acadia. The XT6 wheelbase mirrors that of the Acadia, but the overall length is about 5 inches longer. In comparison, the Enclave and Traverse are longer, both in wheelbase and overall length. For 2021, the XT6 lineup has been expanded to include a new, more affordable entry model referred to as the Luxury. It starts at $49,240. Slotted in the middle is the Premium Luxury, which starts at $51,140. The Sport starts at $58,640, and it's more than just a styling package. It introduces a number of enhancements both to the driveline and the chassis that differentiate it from the rest of the lineup. If you're considering an XT6 and enjoy a spirited drive, then this is the one to look at. It comes standard with a unique all-wheel drive system that's really quite cool, but more on that later. The Luxury and Premium Luxury can also be had with all-wheel drive, but it's a more conventional system. This example is very well equipped with over $13,000 in optional extras. Some of the big ticket items shown here include the Platinum package, the Enhanced Visibility and Technology package, Night Vision, and the Driver Assist package. Of course, I'll be highlighting all of the options as we go through the video. The total MSRP including destination is $71,565. I've been a big fan of the styling ever since these first came out. It's hard to mask the proportional similarities between the XT6 and its corporate siblings, but I feel Cadillac did a great job incorporating their signature design elements in a way that's tasteful and not overly done. The Sport differentiates itself from the other models with a V-Series inspired black mesh grille as well as black window moldings and roof rails. The front and rear fascias are unique too, more aggressive than the other models. Another, more subtle difference is the taillight lenses. They're clear instead of red. The headlamps on this example are actually part of an optional premium headlamp system. Instead of the standard bifunction LED projector design, these have a 3-element projector array. The XT6 is offered with 8 exterior color choices. This example is finished in Shadow Metallic, one of the optional premium color choices. You can tell the XT6 models apart by the wheels fitted to them, as each model has its own unique style. 18-inch alloys are standard on the Luxury, while the Premium Luxury and Sport are upgraded to 20-inch alloys. The Sport also has the exclusive option of 21-inch wheels. This example is fitted with the Sport's standard 12-spoke diamond-cut alloys that feature dark Android satin finish pockets. They're wrapped in 235/55 Michelin Primacy Tour all-season tires. Overall, the XT6 delivers the quiet disposition you'd expect out of a luxury SUV, but with the Sport you get a little flair tossed in. When it comes to braking performance, the XT6 stops as quick as you would expect with good pedal feel and stability. It takes about 120 feet to stop from 60 miles an hour. 4-wheel internally ventilated disc brakes are standard, including 12.6-inch discs in front and 12.4-inch discs in the rear. They're clamped down by twin piston and single piston calipers respectively. Underpinning the XT6 is a fully independent suspension, featuring McPherson struts in front with a direct-acting stabilizer bar and a 5-link setup in the rear with coil springs and a stabilizer bar. The Sport adds continuous damping control, which allows independent adjustment of the firmness of the dampers at each corner. For example, when sudden steering movements occur, the XT6 will preemptively firm up the suspension to reduce body roll and improve control. Not only that, but the Sport has a faster steering ratio that improves accuracy, responsiveness, and general feedback. The Luxury and Premium Luxury place a greater emphasis on road isolation, while the Sport has a greater feeling of agility thanks to its unique chassis tuning. The ride quality is more on the firm side, even in the default drive mode, but it's extremely well composed. The steering is an electric variable effort power rack and pinion setup. The Sport has an overall ratio of 15:1, while the rest of the lineup has a 16:1 ratio. The turning circle is 39 feet. Cornering lights appear in the lower front fascia as you steer to better light the way when driving at night. The steering wheel itself is nicely detailed with real wood and metal, plus a leather-wrapped airbag cover and a plethora of multifunction controls. For 2021, the XT6 is offered with a new base engine, a direct-injected turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that develops 237 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 258 pound-feet of torque between 1,500 and 4,000 RPM. The Premium Luxury and Sport models continue to be powered by a direct-injected, naturally aspirated 3.6-liter V6 that develops 310 horsepower at 6,600 RPM and 271 pound-feet of torque at 5,000 RPM. The engine designs are quite similar. Both use aluminum for the block and head material and feature cast-in-place iron bore liners. The valve trains consist of double overhead camshafts with 4 valves per cylinder and continuous variable valve timing. Both engines are backed by a 9-speed automatic transmission. It's operated by an electronic shift controller in the center console. On the back of the steering wheel, there's a set of paddle shifters if you want to change gears manually. In case you were wondering, the 400 badge on the liftgate indicates the engine's torque output in Newton meters, but it's been generously rounded up from 373. It's kind of a silly detail that, to me, doesn't really make sense. The V6 delivers adequate power with smooth delivery and a throaty exhaust note, although I wish it was a bit more punchy off the line. The engine doesn't really come alive unless it's pushed higher into the rev range. Accelerating to 60 miles an hour takes a hair over 7 seconds. A number of competitors offer more powerful turbocharged offerings that deliver more low to mid-range torque, so that's definitely something to consider. The transmission does a pretty good job keeping the engine within its power band, but I feel it needs a little bit more finessing. Downshifting sometimes wasn't as smooth as I would have liked. Like I said earlier, the Sport is fitted with an all-wheel drive system as standard equipment. With Luxury and Premium Luxury models, all-wheel drive is a $2,000 option. The Sport's all-wheel drive system benefits from a unique design that utilizes 2 independently controlled clutch packs on either side that enable active torque vectoring. Depending on the conditions, the system is able to send all available torque to the right rear or left rear wheel as needed. For those who enjoy a bit of fun, it allows you to corner harder and faster by countering the natural understeer tendencies you'd expect out of something like this. It's a pretty cool feature for sure. 4 drive modes allow you to alter the characteristics of the drivetrain, powertrain, and suspension, whether it be for long-distance traveling, spirited driving, or when extra traction is a priority. To enhance fuel economy, an auto start-stop system is included along with active fuel management. The latter enables V4 operation when full power isn't needed. Fuel economy estimates range between 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon on the highway. In mixed driving, I averaged around 21 miles per gallon. That's when using regular 87 octane. The total tank capacity for all-wheel drive models is 22 gallons. Front-wheel drive models have a smaller 19-gallon tank. The XT6's interior is a nice representation of what a luxury SUV should be all about. It's quiet, roomy, comfortable, and tech-laden. Some elements of the interior are obviously shared with other non-premium GM vehicles, such as the steering column stalks and the shifter, which, to me, prevented it from feeling as high-end as offerings from Lincoln, BMW, and Audi. The XT6 does have some nice materials used throughout though, such as wood, metal, and available carbon fiber, but the fit and finish in certain areas could be better. I do really like the styling and how areas of the doors and dash overlap each other for a sweeping, multi-layered look. The maple sugar semi-aniline leather shown here is one of the options when selecting the Platinum package. The leather is extended to all 3 rows of seats, which is pretty nice. The Platinum also adds leather to the instrument panel, center console, and door panels, as well as a microfiber suede headliner and premium front and rear floor mats. The front seats have 8-way power adjustments, including 2-way power lumbar. They are very comfortable. The semi-aniline leather is a nice touch. It adds an extra degree of suppleness. Heated front seats and a heated steering wheel are standard on the Premium, Luxury, and Sport. Ventilated front seats are optional. The headrests and seatbelts are manually adjustable. When it comes to audio, this example is equipped with the optional Bose Performance Series audio system, which includes 14 speakers dispersed through the interior. It offers great quality with crisp highs and powerful lows. You also get several beautifully detailed stainless steel speaker grills. The standard audio system is Bose as well, but it's an 8-speaker setup. The XT6 comes standard with Cadillac's latest user experience infotainment system. It features an 8-inch capacitive touch display with high-resolution graphics. Although it's not as advanced as some competitors, it offers most everything you'd be looking for nowadays, including smartphone integration technologies such as wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, not to mention natural voice recognition, in-car Wi-Fi, Sirius XM satellite radio, near-field communication, and much more. The screen is flanked by several touch buttons, but only 2 correspond to the system itself. A new rotary controller setup can be found in the center console. If you don't want to use the touchscreen functionality, you can use the dial to make selections. There's also shortcut buttons for key features. Built-in navigation is included with the upgraded Bose Performance Audio. This system also incorporates an expansive app suite so you can keep tabs on everything that's important to you. Tri-zone climate control is standard, enabling individual temperature adjustments for front and rear occupants. On the Premium, Luxury, and Sport, an air ionizer is available. Adjustments can be done via the control panel underneath the infotainment system or within the system itself. The latter is a convenient way to control rear climate settings from the front. Storage space up front is plentiful. In the center console, you have open and closed compartments, 2 cup holders, and a convenient spot for phone storage that also incorporates a wireless phone charger on the Premium, Luxury, and Sport. For reference, I was able to fit an iPhone 12 Max that had a case on it, so that's pretty sweet. The rear compartment has a removable tray and 2 USB ports, one Type A and one Type C. The floating console design allows for a lot of underside space. There's a 12-volt power outlet too. The glove box is generously sized and is lockable for added security. Of course, the doors incorporate large pockets. The XT6 is packed with quite a lot of active and passive safety features, so I'll cover some of the highlights. Inside, there's 7 airbags, including frontal airbags for the driver and front passenger, a knee airbag for the driver, seat-mounted side impact airbags for the driver and front passenger, and head curtain airbags for all rows in the outboard seating positions. As far as driver assistance technology, you have standard front and rear park assist, front pedestrian braking, forward collision alert, lane change alert with side blind zone alert, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, and so much more. When equipped with the optional driver assist package, you get auto seatbelt tightening, adaptive cruise control, enhanced automatic emergency braking, and reverse automatic braking. Other available safety features include a high-definition surround view camera system with built-in recorder, a heads-up display, rear pedestrian alert, automatic parking assist with braking, and a rear camera mirror. With the night vision package, you're able to see beyond the headlamps thanks to thermal heat imaging that highlights and alerts you to detected pedestrians or large animals directly ahead. The XT6 offers a lot of passenger space and great flexibility thanks to roomy second and third row seating, available second row captain seating, independent climate controls, and more. All models come standard with a 60-40 split folding bench seat. The captain seating is an $800 option. With the bench seat, you have 7 passenger seating, but I'm a big fan of the captain seating. You have your own space, complete with armrest and an adjustable headrest. I'm not sure if the bench seat can be adjusted like the captain's seating, but I really liked how these could be slid back and forth and reclined. They're already super comfortable with padding in all of the right places. The adjustments are icing on the cake. Of course, the XT6 isn't quite as roomy as a new Escalade, but it still offers a good amount of space for folks around 6 feet tall. As far as storage, you have small door pockets and front seat back pockets. The door panels are accented in the same premium materials that you'll find in the front. Climbing in doesn't take much effort, but I wish the grab handles were located on the B-pillars and not the roof. I'm 5 foot 10 inches and I had plenty of head and legroom left over. This example is equipped with heated second row seats for even greater comfort when it's cold. With the captain's seating, you have open space in the middle for a clear path between the second and third row. In the rear of the console, beneath the climate controls, there's Type A and Type C USB charge ports and 2 pull-out cup holders with a storage compartment. For those with families, a DVD rear seat entertainment system is available. Adjustable air vents for the second and third row are located on the roof. To make third row access easy, the second row seats have slide features, but each side is a little different. The driver's seat offers tip and slide functionality only since it's not on the curb side. The passenger seat tips, slides, and pitches forward for a wider entry and exit path to the third row. When equipped with the bench seat, the whole thing tips, slides, and pitches forward. The XT6 boasts a surprisingly accommodating third row seat. I can't imagine many folks finding an issue sitting back here unless they're over 6 feet tall. Of course, there's not as much room as the second row, but I fit just fine with some room to spare. The seat is decently comfortable. I wouldn't mind hanging out back there for a longer period of time if I had to. The second row captain's chairs are light enough to maneuver by yourself from the third row if needed. Each side panel has a molded-in armrest and a cup holder with USB Type-C charge ports. For a larger SUV, I felt the XT6 had pretty good outward visibility. I didn't notice any significant blind spots. For better visibility, the second and third row headrests can be folded. Out back, the XT6 comes standard with a fully powered liftgate. The premium luxury and sport take things one step further with a hands-free setup. There's decent cargo space with everything in place, plus cargo hooks, underfloor storage, and a small cubby tucked off to the left. You have a lot more flexibility when folding down the second and third row seats. The third row is fully powered so it can be raised and lowered by the buttons on the right side panel. The second row can be folded from the back, but you have to manually raise them back into place. Behind the third row, you have a modest 12.6 cubic feet worth of cargo space. When folded flat, cargo space expands to 43.1 cubic feet. The maximum cargo volume with the second row seats folded is 78.7 cubic feet. The XT6 can make a great long-term traveler, but if you're hauling people in all 3 rows, cargo space behind the third row is going to be the biggest issue. On the left side panel, there's a 12-volt power outlet. LED illumination can be found on the liftgate. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed the in-depth look at the 2021 Cadillac XT6. Be sure to stay tuned next time, leave a like down below, and subscribe today if you haven't already, because of course, there's always a lot more where that came from. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.